set for football at Hard Rock Stadium in Miami Gardens. Today we hit Week 10, and we've got a good one in store between the Green Bay Packers and the Miami Dolphins. Alongside my partner Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, and CD, you look at the Packers in this matchup. Their offense is one. Hi everyone, Brandon Gaudin, Charles Davis. Charles, you look at the Dolphins as they enter play in this one. They come into this one knowing it's been a while since tasting victory. They've dropped 4 in a row.
Can they remember what it was like to win a game? In these types of situations, you're looking for someone to inspire you, and it doesn't have to be one of your best players either.
The shadow's starting to get a bit longer. Week 10 of the NFL season is here, and we're underway on EA Sports. And the opening kickoff will not be returned, as that will be a touchback. So here come the Dolphins now as they get set to take over on offense. And a look here now at their 4th-year quarterback.
And he made both sides happy last week, didn't he?
3 and 3.
I mean, his guys, they caught 3 touchdown passes, but he threw 3 interceptions. Gotta get off of that schneid and get back to just throwing touchdown passes and taking care of the ball better.
They'll run with a former member of the Crimson Tide, Damian Harris. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. A look at the numbers for Harris in last week's game. 21 carries, 106 yards.
I think he's exactly where he wants to be coming into a game, partner, because he has to still be riding the momentum from last week when he broke the century mark in rushing and had one of his best individual efforts of the season. I would expect that there's more from him on the way after that type of a game, and I know his teammates and coaches, they feel exactly the same way.
Now a pass that's taken in by Hill and brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. 19.
Oh, you got all this speed?
Pick up there, move the chains. They'll look to throw here on first down. Now the Packers give him nowhere to go, and they bring him down. It'll be a loss of 10, and it'll bring up second. And, Charles, part of the reason they lost last week, they didn't have a single sack. Well, they changed that quickly.
But did they ever? And it was something they talked about with us extensively. They needed to get pressure. How are they going to get to the quarterback? Obviously, they schemed themselves into a great play, didn't they?
And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46. A nice pickup there, 19 yards. And they're set up better for third. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. Trying to pick it up on the ground with Harris. And he's going to have the first down at about the 38. It's a gain of 8, and it'll wind up moving the chains.
They did tell us they wanted to establish the ground game early, didn't they?
They did. And a small sample size that we've seen so far, but pretty good return.
Yeah, you got to like that. They've strung together a couple of first downs, established what they wanted, the running game. And guess what? They also got their lead guy running it pretty well, too.
Now a first down carry for Harris. Down at the 35, it'll be second down.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
On second down, this is Harris. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. No gain on the play, and it's going to bring up a third down. Nice job there defensively to clamp down because really they've been on their heels this drive.
Agreed, and they really needed that one for confidence, just to feel a little bit better. But I don't know if I would be daunted by them stopping me on one run. This drive has gone pretty well. I could come right back at them.
He is going to find Hill here. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. Second catch.
And one.
Wind up a first down.
I'm there's going to be a little bit of regret there because they certainly had the chance to get off the field here, just giving up a field goal attempt. But they couldn't get that stop on third down. Now they have to hunker down because guess what? That drive continues.
Harris running straight ahead. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
2nd and 11. He's got a man. It's his tight end. That's complete. And they've got this down to about the 12-yard line.
I know sometimes we can get fooled when we watch him make catches, as we just saw him do there, because he really looks like a wide receiver the way he goes about his business.
Yeah, 230, 240 range.
Yeah, not super huge. Maybe not counted on to be that inline point-of-attack blocker that we used to have in the good old days. But you can flex him out. You can run wide receiver routes with him. You can make him a primary target, and that's how he'll shred a defense.
The kick by Elliott is good. And the opening drive for the Dolphins yields 3. A pretty decent opening drive, Charles. Pretty balanced. They have the passing game going and the rushing attack, too.
I would think they have to be happy with that start because you get your ground game going, which means your offensive line and your runners are pretty happy, and then you get your aerial attack going as well, so your quarterback and receivers have smiles on their faces. Now both up to speed, awaiting their next possessions for this game. They can't wait to get started again.
So here comes the Packers offense now onto the field. They'll be led out by the former number 3 overall pick back in 2021. It's Trey Lance.
And no excitement unless you're on the defensive team of last week in his numbers, because the only excitement he really generated was the 1 interception he threw.
Yeah, no touchdown pass.
Yeah, and his team wasn't real thrilled about that. And they lost the game. So I know this week has been tough on him because he's been working hard. Fundamentals, footwork, finding the right targets, and bottom line, how do they get a win?
They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. It'll be a gain of 10 to start the drive out by a few inches. That'll be a first down. And they'll keep leaning on the running game back to the ground. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. The Packers at 6-3 on the year. Charles, they were losers last time out. What do you think they need to do differently here?
Well, I don't think it needs to be as drastic as burning up last week's game tape or not watching it, but the attitude has to be what's done is done. Let's move on. Put that one behind them, galvanize themselves, and go forward and get a win in this one.
The keeper gets him 7 that time, and it'll lead to a 3rd down. A little do-it-yourself run right there. What a nice game.
And I like that he knew that that was about all he was going to get, so he did a nice job of protecting himself, took care of the football, took what the defense gave him. If they continue to allow him to do that, they'll find their way taking what they can all the way to the end zone.
And he's got the first down yardage as he brings this up to the 47. They give him 7 yards on the play, and they do pick up the conversion on 3rd down.
Brandon, what were they thinking on defense there? It looked like they were playing for the pass. That was 3rd and short. Yeah, it was an easy pickup because they handed it to him. That was way too easy.
Just looked like absolute confusion defensively. Not sure why they were in that set.
Yeah, I'd say you ought to have a few men in the box there.
A couple of first downs on the drive already, as they'll go from the 47 now on 1st down. Now they'll run the option to the short side left. And a solid job using his legs. 16 yards and a first down on the keeper. Now a play fake. Lance toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last 2 plays. Charles, that's a route that you and I have seen time and time. Plenty of shouts from this crowd as they watch the replay. They want a challenge, and they're going to give it. Did he keep those feet in bounds? That's the question they've got to decide. And I got to say, watching it in real time, it was awful.
It certainly looked like a heck of a catch because he didn't appear to bobble it, which could complicate things. but even with the benefit of replay, that's pretty tight.
Well, here's the call, and he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
Three yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. 3 yards is half of what they needed. Now can they get the other 3 here on 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. The Packers with the football here to begin the second quarter as they've got it with a 3rd down coming up. Let's go. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. And the slot man goes in motion left. On 3rd down, they're going to run for it here. And he'll be tackled about 2 yards shy of the line to gain. A 1-yard pickup leads to 4th down. So now the Packers turn things over to the special teams crew. They're on for the field goal try. This a 33-yard attempt. And his kick is good. And that will tie us at 3-3. So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
Each team with a possession, each team with a field goal as the kick is away. And it'll be a touchback as Tyler Lockett says, I'm not going to return this one. So Miami coming out for their second drive. Their drive last time, it stalled out. They were forced to take the short field goal.
And the key phrase, you nailed it. Forced to, because you know coaches look at these short field goals as a last resort, right? To them, that's not how drives are supposed to end. You're supposed to put 6 on the board. That's a consolation prize. Like going to the county fair, you don't get the big stuffed animal on that one, do you?
No.
Come on, man.
That's bottom shelf material. 59 yards now on the ground on just 7 carries. Just a terrific run there, Charles, from a running back who is so compact and powerful, and that strength was on display there. First down, and they go back to Harris. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
Well, the catch is made.
Don't want to look at it when I get off.
They'll get this one
I'm
down
not
near
going
the
to get.
20-yard
I'm going to work
line,
early in the
just
morning.
shy of the 20. A gain there of 21 yards.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
On the give, this is Harris. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, gotta like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a first down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
Here's a run with Akers on 2nd down.
Oh, boy.
And they'll get to him just inside the 15, even after that strong run we witnessed. They got half of what he needed there, 2 yards, and it'll bring up a 3rd and 2 more. They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. Out of the gun now on 3rd down. Over the middle, it's complete. And the Dolphins are going to have 1st and goal coming up as they're able to convert there on 3rd and 2.
And in a lot of ways, that catch is expected. Red zone presence. And that one was realized there. You've got to find your tight end in that situation.
A run with Harris Harris out of the shotgun. He pushes forward for maybe 3 down to the 6-yard line. Now, during that run, an injury here. We got one of those big blockers in some discomfort. We'll get an update when we come back to Miami. Harris going to get it again on 2nd down.
I can't stop this motherfucker. Shit, this nigga. Bounce.
Damian Harris, his 7th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Dolphins have taken the lead.
Did my eyes deceive me? Or was that an eye formation play that was just run there for a touchdown?
Old school eye.
How about that? Was that a fullback, tailback, running it into the end zone?
Well, that's what that fullback's for, right? That's why you use that. Let him pay.
Without a doubt, he's an extra blocker. He did his job well on that play.
After the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. The return man down to a knee, and this will come out to the 25-yard line. The Packers offense here coming back out for their 2nd drive. And, you know, it's certainly a lot of football left to play. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're in first place in their division, looking really good and looking to be a threat come January.
And are you one of those early holiday shoppers, partner? Are you one of those guys get your list done? Because I think about what every team has on their holiday shopping list right now. What's the number 1 goal? Make the playoffs. Number 2, win your division. Number 3, and I think the biggest goal of all, try to get the number 1 seed so you get that first-round bye and ensure you don't have to go anywhere in January and hopefully get to the Super Bowl that way.
5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5. Now a handoff running through the middle. And 3 yards there takes him to the 45. Like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. Hands it off out of the gun. And he will have the 1st down as he's brought down up near midfield. Just 4 yards on the pickup, but that's good enough to extend the drive.
On 3rd down, that's a good job of situational football and understanding where the 1st down marker was and getting there.
On 1st down, they'll go to the ground attack. And some room to work. And great blocking downfield as he's got this almost to the 35-yard line. 64 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here this 1st down. Offensive line right now really freeing up the rushing lanes on this drive.
And we have to give them props. They've earned them. But these big runs that we're seeing, they don't result without everyone else being involved as well. Blocking on the perimeter has to take place downfield too.
Now the man from UTEP, this is Aaron Jones. And he's swallowed up right near the line of scrimmage. Tackle made by Grover Stewart.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
Right, 77.
Our score 10-3 with 2 minutes remaining in quarter number 2.
Ready.
What?
And now they'll throw with Lance. And that's caught. It's Brian Edwards. And he's got another 1st down as he's brought down at the Dolphins' 25-yard line. It's a gain of 12, and the Packers have the 1st.
This has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
Quickly out wide, this is Watson. And he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26. Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11. Throwing now is Lance. And that is incomplete.
They're going to get that drive here in 5 minutes of that. But the coverage has been taken
Throwing his lance on third down. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. The Dolphins do the job defensively there, and now it brings up fourth. And this one is right through, and that'll bring them back within 4. So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
And it'll be a touchback as Tyler Lockett says, I'm not going to return this one. Offense returns to the field. There's the running back, the bruiser from Alabama, Damian Harris. And he's well on his way to a 100-yard game. He's already more than halfway there. We're only in the second quarter.
And what I've always loved about running backs is they'll tell you, I had no idea how many yards I had.
Right.
Those guys have an innate sense of where they are in a ball game and how many yards they've accumulated, because you know they're always working towards 100.
He's been working well towards 100 here. Tyler Lockett was the target there, but it'll be second down.
The coverage was good, but I just wonder if they absolutely fooled the quarterback on that play. I think he was expecting something else, ended up with nowhere to throw the football successfully.
It's caught, Lockett.
Are you?
Oh, good move. And they get it down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. The Dolphins going to take their second timeout as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. Back to throw now on first down. Throw left side complete. That's Hill. Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. 25 yards there on the catch and run.
So many times in my career, I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing. As long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
So even though it's first down, here's the field goal unit on now to try to get 3 before halftime. From the left hash, it's an even 15-yard attempt. And this is off the left upright. And it comes back. It's no good. And this will stay a 4-point game. So plenty of leg, but it's the accuracy there that lets him down.
Yeah, he hit it really well. I think this might have been good from 55. But you'll see it just conk off that upright. And they're denied a chance at 3 points.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And maybe a chance for a quick completion and then a long field goal try. We'll see. He's going to launch this deep for Watson. And the defense has it covered. It's intercepted. Adrian Amos with a pick. And he will be brought down on what will be the final play of this first half. So the two teams will head to the locker rooms here in Miami with the Dolphins past the halfway point of the season and now past the halfway point of this game. We skip halftime to get right back to the action. Set to begin the third quarter. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3 alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. And this will not be returned, so the second half begins with a touchback. And the Packers ready to go to start quarter number 3. Well, out of the locker rooms here they come. Their first drive of the third quarter. And Charles, they're trailing in this ball game, but we got a tight one set up to be a very entertaining second half.
And as we know, partner, in the NFL, there's trailing and there's trailing, right? Sometimes you're discouraged by how much you're down, but in this case, this is a tight ball game, so there's a sense of optimism here. I think they went into half and looked at their play sheet and said, these are the plays we really like. What do you say we use them to start the second half and get us going?
Meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. So following the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 25. To throw, it's Lance. And that is incomplete.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
On play action, Lance. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Well, this is just a continuation of what we saw in the first half. So much for the fresh start to begin the third quarter. Still off-target throws, no rhythm throwing the football, and obviously no touchdown scored in this game.
On is the punter, Hecker, as he gets this one away. Now Hill to return it. So a good punt there, but a nice return of 11 yards. And it'll be Dolphin football. So now the Dolphins set to take over on offense. They've dropped 4 straight games coming into this one, remember, but they have the lead here. They'll start the drive with Harris. And he maneuvers up the middle for 3, and it's second down.
Not a huge carry there on first down, but not all of them will be. But still, all in all, a positive play for the offense. It's all about picking up at least a few to set up what you're going to do here on second down.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. He'll drop to throw. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. A gain there of 21 yards.
Yeah, big play there. When you have a running back that you can use like a wide receiver, when he has that kind of versatility, you do as they did there. Get him out of the backfield and give those defensive backs something else to worry about.
And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground, but I think the play gets made by the defensive front, because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
And this defense not ready for that one as he'll take this down inside the 25. 93 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here. On first down, he'll drop to throw. Out to the right, he gets it to Lockett. And he's going to be marked down just outside the 10.
It's taken a while for this offense to get going. A little creaky at the start, but they're oiled up now. A nice throw there, and they're really putting together a good drive.
Now a 1st and 10 at the 11.
Check right. Yellow. Line. Blue. Check. Quick. Yellow.
They hand this off to Harris. He's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down. 2nd and 1 from the 2. They stay on the ground. Again, it's Harris. And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up 3rd down.
Well, I would have figured after the 9-yard run on the previous play, getting 1 more yard wouldn't have been much of a problem. But apparently it was, and now it's 3rd down.
Blitz forthcoming as he'll look to throw. And that is caught. Touchdown, Miami. Tyler Lockett, his 4th touchdown on the year, as his guys are able to extend their lead. Elliott now to have the extra point. It's good, and now it's an 11-point lead, 17-6. So that drive goes 8 plays, and it ends with a Tyler Lockett touchdown. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. Take it in at the 3. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across it. And now a first chance for the backup here to throw. Got a man open. It's Darren Waller. And they work this well upfield across the 45. The end result, 21 yards. Here's a give up the middle. And he's across midfield and into Miami territory. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7. Leaves him with a 2nd and 3. Keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Looking to throw. Townsend.
Look at this shit.
And that is incomplete.
So many times when we talk about coverage, we're just talking about the defender running with a receiver, but a big part of it is understanding where the football is, finding it. In this case, when it arrived, it wasn't a surprise, and he was able to bat it away.
On 4th down, Townsend. He's going to have his running back. It's complete. And he is going to have a Packers first down as they manage to convert, and that'll keep the drive alive. Give them credit. They knew what they wanted to dial up on 4th. They executed it for 9 yards, and the offense stays out there. Now a play fake here on first down. Throwing for his running back, and he's got it complete.
Now break the tackle.
And they're going to get this down near the 35-yard line.
That's a good job there by the corner. We do talk about this a lot, that a lot of corners see their job as simply covering receivers. Tackling isn't everyone's thing. But in this case, he came up quickly and made a nice, sure tackle.
Dancing to his left. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. So it's 3rd and 6, and this will be the 8th play of the drive. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Able to find his man. It's Pickens.
No, one broke tackle. We can't break a tackle.
He's
Shit.
brought down at the Dolphins' 22-yard line.
They ain't breaking all the tackles. I can't break it. Not one tackle.
And here's a handoff out of the gun. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
Completes this one to Pickens. And the Packers are going to have a 1st and goal as he'll be taken down at the 7-yard line.
I'll tell you what, this offense is playing a little bit of keep away right now. They've come out here in the 3rd quarter, possessed the ball for quite a while, and they keep on converting. Nice pitch and catch there to set up the 1st and goal.
And they'll get this from the 8 to the 5. Pick up a 3.
That's good power football on 1st and goal. A lot of teams will throw from there, but that's a nice job to chew up a few more yards and get yourself closer to the goal line.
To be, it's incomplete. So he couldn't hook up. His time has now run out on this 3rd quarter of play. So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his 3rd down play as we played 3 quarters. Back now in Miami. It's the Packers who have the football but in need of points as we begin quarter number 4. This defense has not surrendered a touchdown yet. You better believe they're determined not to here on 3rd and goal. Operating from the gun. Townsend. This is caught. And it's a Packers touchdown. Darren Waller. A 5-yard touchdown. And the Packers have made it a one-score game again here in the 4th. So how about that for an answer? They get the touchdown there, and it's back to a one-score game here in the 4th.
And that's what these guys have done all game long because they've scratched and slashed their way to stay in this game. And by now we should all realize they're not going away.
Oh, my God.
They're getting swings to their defense because they're going to need to find some way to get the ball back.
He had the option, decided to keep it. I don't know that it would have mattered either way, though. Defended pretty well.
It really was, wasn't it? Because Option plays are really standard two-point calls, and you have to prep against them, and they did their prep well on that one.
Miami set to take over. Their lead back down to one score after the touchdown a moment ago. First down's a must on this drive as they start out here 1st and 10. They're going deep for Hill. And this is incomplete. Oh, it looked like he had a pretty good line on that one. That would have been a big play, but he could not pull it in.
The offense schemed going 5 wide, trying to create a chance for the big shot, and they took it. If he comes down with that one, that's a huge offensive swing. But credit the defense with a nice play, knocking that one away.
Well, meanwhile, here's a 2nd down throw that's knocked away and incomplete.
Well, you most certainly don't want to go 3 and out here and get the football right back because your friend, Old Momentum, he's wondering if he should change sidelines about right now. And if you don't convert here, guess what? He's going to make the trek to the opposite side, and all of a sudden, you got a battle on your hands.
Oh, what a move. And they get him down,
you
but
gotta
not
be
before
kidding
he
me.
across the 40-yard line. That catch puts him over 70 yards receiving now as he's got a 1st down. They'll try the right side with Harris. And they get to him after a gain of 6 to the 46. Six yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. They'll look to throw here. This one complete to Jalen Waddle. And they'll get this down to around the 47-yard line. So into Packer territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 47. On play action, they'll throw. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Devondre Campbell flies in to blow that play up. Well, he shot in, CD, like he was out of a cannon from that linebacker position. And even though they had a running back in the backfield, no one could stop him.
Well, you certainly diagnosed that play perfectly because as fast as he got into the backfield, you're exactly right. The running back had no shot to get over and try and protect his quarterback, and a sack resulted.
And they'll get this just to the 47, 1-yard gain. Now it looks like we'll get a timeout, and we will. We've got an injured Packer on the field. We'll get an update when we come back to Hard Rock Stadium.
Watch this shit.
The Dolphins on 3rd down. They have been superb. 5 for 6 to this point. This is 3rd and 16. Now back to throw. This complete to Lockett. And they will advance this across midfield, but still well shy of a first as he's tackled at the 47. That's good. The completion there for 7 yards. And that's going to bring up a 4th down. On is the punter man as he boots this one away. And now where will the side judge stop his walk? That's the question. He says it crossed out of bounds at about the 17-yard line. The Green Bay offense ready to take over. And you sense the tide turning. They scored, then their defense forced the punt, and now a chance to ultimately take the lead here late. They'll start on the ground here on 1st down. And he rolls across the 20 to the 24-yard line. 82 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long. A good run, got 7 on 1st. Here's 2nd and 3. Operating from the gun. Townsend. That's into the hands of Edwards. 2nd catch for him today, and it'll wind up a 1st down.
Well, if you do read man coverage, Brandon, the drag route's a pretty good one to run against it because you're running away from people on it.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Back to throw. Townsend. And Waller taking it over the middle. So the completion good for 6 yards, and that'll make it 2nd down. From the gun, he'll hand this off. Oh, nice move. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. Give him 15 there, and the Packers have a first.
Another carry for their leader, and a good one. It's crunch time. They'll need him to continue to be productive in both the run and passing game in order for them to try and snatch a victory.
So now 1st and 10 as they've crossed into Miami territory at the 49-yard line. Now here's the option play going left.
I handed it off,
this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46.
I handed it. Good
It's
job.
a loss of 4 there, bringing up 2nd down. Off play action. Townsend. That is caught downfield. It's Waller. And he's got another first down as he's brought down at the Dolphins' 34-yard line. A good pickup there of 20 yards.
And here we are in the 4th quarter, partner, and watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there. Not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed, too.
And he works his way free all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first. And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, Packers. Taking it in from the 20. And the Packers put together a 4th quarter drive to take the lead.
Well, partner, that was another explosive run, and one thing I've learned in our time in this game, yes, the offensive line has to get a lot of credit, but for big runs to occur, the wide receivers have to block well downfield.
And then you have to have a good guy carrying the ball too, right?
Oh, without a doubt. You need that difference maker lugging the rock.
So here we go. The Packers will line up to go for 2. They're going to keep it on the ground. And he will
God
not
damn,
get there.
man.
He comes up short. And they're unable to push this lead to a field goal as it'll remain a 1-point game. So the Packer kickoff team set to go as they will kick this one away. And it'll be a touchback as Tyler Lockett says, I'm not going to return this one. So the Dolphins now down on the scoreboard. 2 minutes, 30 seconds to play. Now their losing streak in danger of continuing as they come up on 1st down. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And that, nearly picked off. Well, it would have been a great time for their first interception of the game. Instead, it's 2nd down. Following the incomplete pass, here they go again. 2nd and 10 from the 25. He'll look to throw. Throw left side, got to be taken in by Harris. And he gets us up just shy of the 30 to the 29 before he's out of bounds. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
That might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense because the defense brought pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you can get out to your running back, and it can turn into a big gain downfield. But what a nice job they did getting to him quickly and holding him to a short gain.
And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. 2nd catch for him today, and it'll wind up a 1st down.
I don't care how many times we see it. I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass tree in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. They know why they do it for these situations. 1st down.
And they build that trust, and that's why they're able to find him in this type of a situation.
Now a throw here, hauled in. And they've got it well across.
Oh, shit.
Down to the 40 before it's all said and done.
I can see shit, bro. Come on.
Complete. And he's going to be taken down just shy of the 35. The Dolphins moving with a sense of urgency here. He's going to drop this down to Harris, middle of the field. And he's going to be marked down just inside the 35. Finding Harris.
I hate shit when I do that.
And he takes us just a few yards
God damn.
before going out. The Dolphin passing game rolling here. They've got another first down. That's what they need right now. Get the first down, get out of bounds, stop the clock.
Just playing smart football, understanding the situation, making the plays necessary, and making sure that clock stops at every opportunity.
They'll get him to the ground at the 20 following a pickup of 4. Now the Packers going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this fourth quarter of play. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage. They're going option play on 3rd down. He takes it across for the touchdown, and they've taken the lead late in the final minute of the 4th. Wow. What a game this has been, and what a drive that was, Charles, to take the lead here late in the 4th quarter.
That's a job well done by everyone, from the players to the guys calling the plays. And if I may introduce just one downside to the mix, might be a little bit too much time left.
He's walking in there.
They're trying to steal this one.
Well, they're able to ground it in there on the 2-point try. You know, we were talking before the game. The 2-point conversions from the 15-16 season. What has changed? What hasn't changed, partner?
Yeah, I'll tell you what's changed is just your normal strategy, because now you're either kicking the football with the ball on the 15-yard line, or if you decide to go for 2, they put it on the 2-yard line. So what are you thinking as a coach? Do I risk it? Do I go for it here? Do I try and gain a strategic advantage and maybe go for 2 early? That's what people are wondering about.
The Packers ready to take over offensively. So remember, Charles, last time they were out here, they scored, but they just saw the opposition score, and they're trailing right now, so they're trying to keep pace here. They need a touchdown drive.
Well, if you're a fan of offense, you're loving this, but if you're a fan of defense, this is tough to watch, and it's also tough to keep that up when you just watch your opponent march down the field on a scoring drive the last into double-digit snaps. You need to score here, not just to follow the momentum from your last drive, but put the onus back on your opponent. And that's what they're doing right now, swapping that onus back and forth.
They'll send the tight end in motion left. They'll look to throw. He's got this to Pickens. And he's brought down. They took a big shot there. It pays off. A solid gain downfield. He's back to throw. He's going to let it fly. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Back to throw. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
Some coaches like to take the shorter, more reliable yardage, and some, they like to go for the big shot. No fear in risking a deep ball there, but wasn't enough to get him to completion.
Gotta try it here. He's back to throw.
God damn!
It's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. They had to.
Game, man.
What a ball game this was. What an atmosphere.